Ever dreamed of running your own online store? You know, being your own boss. But then the thought of a garage just packed with unsold products gives you a total nightmare? Well, today we are diving into a business model that lets you do just that without ever touching a single box. It's called dropshipping. So here's our game plan. We're going to start with that big dream, then get into the real nuts and bolts of what dropshipping actually is and, how the money moves. We'll look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, map out your very first moves, and then we'll end with the most important question of all. Is this really the right path for you? It all kicks off with this idea, right? This really powerful dream that you can build an entire business from the ground up with, well, pretty much nothing more than a laptop and a good internet connection. I mean, it's such a compelling thought. You're the boss, you set your own hours, and you can sell stuff to anyone, just about anywhere in the world. That's the modern entrepreneurial dream in a nutshell.
But then, boom, reality hits. The cost of buying all those products up front, the risk that they might not sell, the absolute hassle of turning your home into a warehouse. Yeah, that's usually where the dream kind of dies. But what if you could sidestep that entire nightmare?
And that leads us right to the core of our topic. Dropshipping is the business model specifically designed to solve that exact inventory problem. Okay, so let's think about what this really means. You own the store, you're the marketer, you are the face of the brand, but you never physically touch a single product. You're like a curator or a middleman with a really, really sharp website. Now, that might sound a little abstract. So how does it all actually work? Let's follow the money and the product all the way from the customer's click to their doorstep.
Okay, let's trace the flow. It all starts when a customer buys something from your online store at the retail price you set. Then you just turn around, you buy that same product from your supplier at a lower wholesale price, and you just pass on the customer shipping info. Your profit? It's the difference between those two prices, and the supplier handles all the packing and shipping. You never even see the box.
Of course, if it was really that easy, everybody would be a millionaire, right? So like any business model, dropshipping has some incredible advantages, but it also has some very real risks you absolutely need to be aware of.
And you can really see the balance here. On one side, it's all upside. Super low startup costs, a massive potential product catalog, and the freedom to work from literally anywhere. But the other side of that scale is heavy. Because it's so easy to start, the competition is fierce. And even more importantly, you're putting your brand's reputation entirely in the hands of a third party. If they ship a broken item, your customer isn't mad at them, they're mad at you.
And all that high competition, it directly hits your bottom line. Because so many people can sell the exact same items, the profit margins are often pretty thin, usually sitting right here in this 10 to 30% range. And what that means is you need to sell a good volume of products to make a really meaningful income. This quote just perfectly captures the single biggest challenge of this business model. To your customer, you are the company. So when a package is late or an item shows up damaged, that angry email lands in your inbox. This means that having excellent customer service isn't just a nice to have, it is absolutely necessary for survival. So, you've weighed the pros and cons and you're still thinking, hey, I can do this. What's the first move? Let's take a look at the initial roadmap. First things first, you can't sell everything to everyone. The key is to choose a niche, a specific little corner of the market. Think about hobbyists or people with a very specific problem. Is there a product that can help home fitness fans, pet owners, or maybe people who just love organizing their kitchen? Focusing is what helps you stand out from the crowd. Once you have a niche, your next step is finding a partner. And make no mistake, your supplier is your most important partner. They control the product quality and the shipping times, the two things that will make or break your reputation. This is why you never, ever, ever skip ordering samples for yourself first. A great supplier is worth their weight in gold. Okay, with a product and a supplier, now you need a storefront and, crucially, some foot traffic. Platforms like Shopify have made building a beautiful online store easier than ever before. But honestly, that's the easy part. A great store with no visitors is just a hobby. You have to become a marketer, using social media, writing content, maybe running some ads to bring customers through your virtual door. All right, we've covered the what, the how, and the risks. Now we get to the most important part. Is dropshipping a good fit for your personality and for your goals? Look, this is not a passive income stream. The people who really succeed at dropshipping are the ones who lean into the work. They're willing to learn digital marketing, they're patient builders,
and they're comfortable dealing with customer problems and digging into data. It's a perfect fit if you've got more time than money to invest at the beginning.
If you remember one thing from all of this, please make it this. Despite all the hype you might see online, dropshipping is not a lottery ticket. It's a lower risk way to get into e-commerce for sure, but it demands the same strategy, the same effort, and the same consistency as any other real business.
So I want to leave you with this thought. Don't start by asking what products are popular. Start by asking this question right here on the screen. The best stores, you see, they aren't just selling things, they're selling solutions. So what solution could you provide?